This is JavaScript and React. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll start from where we left. So first interview question is this. So which we are going to see. Again, I have opened my JSBin. So it is like implement, multiply, like a different kind of this question. Actually, I got in an interview also. Multiply 2, 3, 4, 10 using currying in vanilla JavaScript. Okay, so one sec. Yeah. So what is this? So this is named as after Hasselbrook curry. Currying is the process of breaking down a function to series of function that takes a single argument. Okay, so this is like this. So here is a simple example of to write a multiply function and then the function with currying. So this is known as currying in JavaScript. So let us do that. So first I am going to do is a normal multiply function. Normal multiply function. Here I will have a function and mu mult is okay, then a comma b comma c comma b, and then I have a return of a into b into c into d. So this I am having. So if we need to change it into currying functions, then how to do it? Okay, so it will be like function multiply, and it will take a, and then inside this a I will return I b, inside this I'm using arrow functions. Okay, so again I will have a return c, and then inside this I'll have a return b like this, and then it will have a return a into b into c into b. So like this. So like this we can do it. So see, it is not even giving me error. So this is like this. This is not a currying function. So you see, this normal function I have to call like console dot log of mult, like maybe let us do the same thing, 2 into 3 into 4 into 6. Okay, so this is there, and this the other one, this multiply. So this I can pass it like this. That is good. Okay, 2, 3, 4, and 10. Now I'll run it and see. I'll okay. Maybe this one also I'll pass it as 10. So yeah. So this is like both of them are 250. So this is how the currying functions are there in JavaScript. So now the next thing is explain the good kid. Then you watched all the series. Good job. Okay. So the next question is, what is recursion in JavaScript? So recursion is a very important question in JavaScript. Recursion is used in a lot of places where you can use normal function, but it is much better to use recursion. So a very simple recursion is like if I want to add something like this. Factorial questions can be done very easily with recursion. So like in maths there is something like n factorial, like in 3 factorial. So those things are done very easily with recursion. So let us do that. So here that is good. That is good, Ketan. CRM D365 CRM. I don't know what is that D365 CRM, and so that is good. Yeah, learn from that. And if you want a series, I can give the complete series. Connect with me on LinkedIn, and I can guide you much better. Okay, that is it. And so let us do a recursion function. So it is like function add and here I'll have a. So recursion is generally have, suppose I want to add, suppose let us take an easy example. Like suppose I want to add three means I I will pass three. So it is like it should do 3 plus 2 plus 1. If I pass like 8, it should do like this. It should come backward. So in recursion, what we have a termination condition always. Termination condition is there, and the other thing is that the function will call itself. So it is like this: if n is less than equal to 10, then return 0. Is return 1 plus add. It is known as recursion because I am calling the function itself. Okay. Okay. That is good. Okay. So Salesforce and those things are they're not used that much in the industry nowadays. It is used, but when React is there, so nobody want to use it. So that demand is every passing rate is getting less for this Salesforce and what was the other one? I don't remember the name. So they also do the same thing. I know means you can create a web app and all. I never worked on that. Console.logout. I'll have add. Let us have and take a simple question. Add 3. Why it is coming as 0? Okay, it is coming as 0 because it is not, it should be 10, it should be 0. No, it is 6. So 3 is 6 now, like, and 4 I will give, it will be 10. So 3, what it is actually doing, it is doing 3 plus 2 plus 1. So that is equal to 6. And if I give a 4, so 4 will do 4 plus 3 equal to 10. So this is like this, it will work. Okay. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 equal to 10. 2 plus 1 equal to 10. So it will be working like that. Okay. And then this is like a 3. Okay. So it is come like this. So this is this. So now let us understand how does it work. So when this add 3, we give this add 3. So what happens? The first iteration it will come. So let me write it here. Add 3. And recursion functions are very important. Even in those what you say means DSN algo questions also these are there. I don't know much about DSN algos, but this is the recursion is there. Recursion is forms a very important part of it. Okay. So first time when it will come, so I'm suppose I'm passing 3, so 3 will come here, and 3 is not less than equal to 10, so it will go to the else part. So else part it will do 3 plus add and 2. So it will call this 2 again. So now what will happen? This 2 will be called. So with this 2 it will be called. So in the next part, what will be done here? It will be go like this. 3 plus. So it will go from here. It will go again. So 3 plus 2 it will be done. So 3 plus 2 plus add 1 will be done. In the next one, so again this add 1 is done. Then in the next one it is like 3 plus 2 plus 1 will be done, and plus add 0. Every time I'm reducing it by 1, add 0 will be done. So in the add 0, so when 0 is there, it is returning 0. So I'll come here and do it 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. So it works like this. This recursion thing works like this. So this is the functioning of it. So same thing can be done for multiplication also, because multiplication is a much more popular thing, because in multiplications we have multiplications we have something known as factorial, which is very important thing in mathematics. So it is like factorial. I think factorial, it is like factorial. I'll do, I think here it will be like this. Okay. Then minus 1. Oh, I don't have to, it is less than equal to 0. I think I have to return 1, or else it is multiplying it. 3 into 6. 4. 4 is coming correctly. Okay, so this is the factorial, because 4 will be like 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so yeah, it is right. 4 into 3, yeah, 24. It is right. Okay, so that is there. And what I do for logic building? For logic building, you do questions from I think Hacker Earth or Hacker Rank. I think HSCKER. Yeah, you can do. I think Hacker Rank or some other. A lot of sites are there for technical assessment. At least do some of it. It is not like for DSN algo you have to do it this thing. You have to do it for. You can do it for some other things also. So Hacker Rank is there or Hacker Earth is there. I don't remember. Hacker Earth is there, I think. Something is there. Okay, hacker and rank or hacker. Okay, it is not even. Yeah, this is a good platform to practice. Interview preps, basic preparation. Yeah, practice this thing and you'll be good. So you can do it through different everything for JavaScript and all. You can do it. So go through this. Okay. I think build a logic. Okay, so recursion is done. Now what we are going to do, okay, there is one more important question, which is like, it is in React also, but it is actually JavaScript funda. Okay, so that is like what is, explain higher order functions in JavaScript. So again, this is used, it used to we used to use it a lot in React, especially in this Redux thing. We have this higher order component of connect, which we still have. So most of the time people don't know what is this higher order component. So higher order component is like a higher order function only. So higher order function is a function that takes one or more function as an argument. We can use them at many places. Okay, and are used mainly as callback function. So let us see with it with an example. Okay. Okay, so the higher order function are mainly means if you see this map, reduce, filter, and all those things, they are also known as higher order functions. If someone asks you what is the higher order function, so like this we have. So in this we can use this map like const people above 18 equal to people dot filter and person, and it is person dot age is greater than equal to 18. So this is like this is a higher order function only, because I'm passing a callback function, and in the previous class we created a how to create a filter and all those things we have done. Okay, so that we have done. So in that you can see means it is using a higher order function. It is like a callback it is using, so it is only known as higher order function. So log, it's coming like this. Yes, oh, I know what is the wrong thing. Here it should be like, sometime when you copy this thing, it happens like this. This wrong codes have been taken. it will give. So that is there. Updated data from child to parent company, pass it through method as props. And method as props I covered in my React series. Means it is a React 5-day command series. It is done. So you pass the data from child to parent as method as props. Okay. So go through that. So now we are going to look into some ES6 questions. So there is a lot of ES6 questions are there, and we're going to look into it. And JSBin, and here. So again, I covered ES6 in the JavaScript Beginners to Advanced series. So there it is covered. So then we are going to look into first thing. What are maps and weak maps? So what are maps and weak maps? So this is again something which is not used that much in ES6, maps and weak maps. But if you see, it is different than the array method of maps. Array method of maps is like a small m is there. Here it is the capital M. So maps and maps and JavaScript. Java. So this one. Yeah. Yeah, so this one is a map. This is totally different than what we have this in map, like in array map. So that is different. That is a small letter is there. So this is really different. Okay, maps and weak maps is there. Let us understand it. So they're similar to a data structure object, but the main feature of maps is that we can have object as keys. Okay, so object as keys. So let us start with that. So let us start with the problem with the object. I have a const x equal to like an thing, and const a equal to an empty object, and then x and a this is value dot log x. Now we have two objects, but I'm passing one object as a key to the other as a key to the other object. So let us see whether it will work. Console dot log x and a and loop and right. So this is working like this is value, but where is okay, one more thing I have to inspect it here. Sometimes this object things comes here a lot, which okay, here also this object thing is coming. So what has been inserted, this is value is like it is not getting correctly done, like so okay. Here okay. No problem, we'll do it. Okay, so in this, what I'm going to do, I will have a const b equal to num1 and x and b is equal to this is a new value and then console.log of x I'll do clear it run it, and it will only show me the new one only because it overwrites JavaScript, it overwrites the old one, so it will overwriting the old one. So now we'll look into map, and map we create with a new keyword. So map, I will go here and const. It is also like object only, const map object equal to new map like this, and then const a equal to this, and then const b equal to num1, and then here we add anything with the map dot set is there, and then a I will take comma value of a, and map dot say p equal to value of p sol dot log of map obj, and have let it run it. Okay, I have to take it in a different thing. Run it. So see, this map object is not been shown correctly here. Let us see here in the console. So see, two other things are there. First one is this a is having this empty object, and in this the value of a is there. And the second one is this b, and b is having like this b is also an object, but it is a object with some value, and then the value of b is there. So this is a very complicated type of thing in which the key itself is an object. So that is only possible to do it through map. Okay, so with object it doesn't happen correctly. Object cannot have another object as a key basically. Okay, so that is there. And now we'll iterate through map. How how do we iterate over map? So we can iterate over map with the inbuilt method of entries. So we'll use that to iterate. For let key value of map obj dot entries like this, and console dot log of key value. Yes, right, and see I'm getting all the values. So first thing is this key is coming, which is the object, and its value is coming. Then this is coming and its value is coming. So this is it is there. So open source open source React project, and then build as it is. Okay, you can check it on my channel. There are a lot of React projects. I can give you the playlist and go through that. Those projects are more than enough. Okay, so those projects are more than enough. Please go through them, and that is there. And now, okay. So let us see something more in this map. So here in this, I will have now. Let me actually comment this out here. Const c equal to str, and this is string. Okay, so which course you are talking about? I don't know, miss. You just connect with Mosam and he will give you the certificate. So I don't know which course you are talking about, and I don't know. Okay. Okay, so again I'm doing for a, it is like new request value of a, and c value of c. Delete b. Okay. So again, what happens? A, I'm setting up again. So what it will do? It will take the latest one. Okay, it is not showing me correctly here. So let me go here and do this again. So see, this is there, and this is the newest value of A is there, and then the C is there. So and I have deleted B. So we can delete B also like this. So this is how it is work. Okay. So let us. Okay, one. Let me ask which course. Okay. So there is a problem with, so there's something known as a weak map also. So we have not yet learned about weak map. Okay, so let us learn about the weak map. So there is a problem with map that it holds the map key even in the original key is deleted. So that's the reason we use weak map. So weak map allows garbage collector to work and hold the weak references to the keys, where the map doesn't allow the garbage collector to work. So let us do that, and JSBin again, and let's see what's the problem. JavaScript and console will go and output, and here map and weak map. Suppose I have a var k1 equal to a, and this is there, and var k2 equal to b and 2, like this I have, and then I'll have a var and map equal to new map, and then var and vm equal to new weak map, like this I'll have, and then map dot set k1 comma k1 value, and here weak map dot set k2 comma k2 value I'll have, and then I'll have this k1 equal to null. Now, so as I told, the map doesn't allow the garbage collector to work, and it still holds the still hold the reference. But weak map is like, as it is said, weak map is there, so it doesn't holds that reference. So k1 equal to null I will do, and then I will do this this map. Okay, map dot for each, and it will be val comma key. Console.log. Okay. Now I'll have a k2 equal to null, and then console.log of weak map dot get T2. So this is how we get it in a weak map. Okay, this is not coming here perfectly, and again I have to open this console here, clear it, and run it. See, even we have made it as a none, then also it is available. But here we made it as null, it is not available, and it is giving us as undefined. So this is what weak map is all about. So okay, and there is another difference in weak map, that the keys of the weak map are object only. You cannot use some other primitive types like number, string, boolean, but that you can use in the map. So that means const m equal to new map like this, and I can use it like m dot set of a comma p console dot log of m. So I'm using it as a normal object, but let us do the same thing with the weak map. W equal to new weak map, and w w right, run it, and it is giving me error that it is not allowed. If I come here console, so it is giving me error that is not, although this map is possible. So map and weak map are basically used to take objects as a key, which is not possible in a normal object. But in weak map you can only take that as an object only, as a key, nothing else. But map is, you can take something else also, and it will behave like an object. So map and weak maps are for the objects. Okay, so now we look into another thing, which is like a set and weak, although we don't use it that much. But then also there are some examples in which there is one thing, there's a set can only hold to remove duplicates. We use sets a lot. Okay, so that is one of the very big use case of sets, and I'm not seeing people using much of sets and all. People are content with arrays and objects only. Most of the people don't even know about this map and weak map, sets and weak sets. But sets sometimes people use it, sets sometimes we use those things. So I will come here and look into set. So like maps and weak maps are like objects, sets and weak sets are like arrays. So that is there. Okay, okay, okay. So all courses are March 2022 batch. Okay, we will see the Excel sheets and all. Okay, so we'll see this attendance sheet. Hope you have filled the attendance sheet, and we'll see that. Okay, so ping. If you are in a WhatsApp group, please ping us, and we'll see. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll check the attendance sheet, and please tell Mosam in the WhatsApp group, whatever WhatsApp group you are from, please check, please tell him that you have filled all the attendance sheets and it was there. Okay, and we'll check that thing. Okay, so one sec. Okay, but it is not like you. We don't give your certificate just by seeing the YouTube video. They're all live thing, and on a live chat we give the attendance sheets, and if you fill it, then only you get it. So every month we have these things, and you have to fill those attendance sheets. Okay, at that time only, mostly we don't have time to see it afterwards. If you filled it afterwards, then please tell us that. Okay, so please tell us that, and please be on some of my WhatsApp group. Maybe you'll get a better idea. Okay, maybe I will how it all works. We it seems like you don't in okay. So let me give my latest group. Okay. Okay. So now what we're doing sets and weak sets. So as I've told, sets are like arrays. So the question is like, what is sets and weak sets? And people ask this question more than what is maps and weak maps. Okay, so this is a very important question because sets are used to remove the duplicate thing. Okay, so it is like that, and then const my set equal to new set is there, and then we do it like this, not like an array, we do it like this. Okay, then my set dot add of one, again we have a function like add. Okay, so this I'll give, let's see, console dot log out my set and it. So it again gives something like an object set. So if you go to the console, so it's a set will be called, and it is like you see that it is like an array kind of structure is there. And here also for deleting, we delete like my set dot delete 3, and then this is like this, and run it and see 3 has been deleted. So this works like this. And one more thing I want to tell, if you go to the set in the prototype, if you go, you'll see that it has got I can use for each here. So that is very important thing. For each I can use, and one more thing is that it is a iterable is the iterator is there. So whenever something has got iterator, it means that we can iterate over it like a for loop or anything. So that is there. So that is something which we can do. Okay. Raviraj. Okay, so this is our set, and it is used to do duplicate things a lot. And there is another thing like weak sets. What are weak sets? Weak sets are like weak maps, and we cannot use primitive data types like number, string, boolean, or symbol in there in that. And again, if I do something like const weak set equal to new weak set like this, I do, and then ws dot add of one. If I do, then clear it, run it, and it will give me error that it is not allowed. So what is allowed in the weak set? Weak set, you have to add an object here. Okay, in the weak set you have to add an object. So like this, I'll come and add an object like a1 and b2 and console dot log of vs is there, and then I'll clear it and run it, and see it, the weak set is like this, it is there. So I have done the Redux series also on my channel. Please go through that Redux 5 days workshop. you'll understand Redux, because I teach in a very good way. This Redux is one of my forte, so you can learn through that. Okay, so everything is there. Redux hooks, everything is there on the channel. Okay, everything is there. React JS material UI is not something like you have to learn. So React JS is the main thing. So every month we do this React.js training. Sometimes we do this React Redux training also, but I think I have not done in a long time. But they're there. All the playlists are there. Okay, maybe you can give the playlist. So this is the React one, and I've got everything on this channel. So Redux, I think I did last in March, I think. So this is the Redux playlist. So please go through them. Everything will be explained there. Okay, everything is there. It was 5 day certification thing, but you can watch it now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you learn a lot, because if you want to learn, you can learn a lot from that. Okay, so that is there. And what are symbols? Okay, so now the next thing is that what are symbols? Symbols is something which you introduce in ES6, and what are the symbols exactly? Okay. And symbols are the latest primitive data types which are introduced in ES6. And a lot of people don't know what is this symbol. So what are the symbol primitive data types in JavaScript? And actually in my JavaScript beginners to advanced also, I don't tell about it, because this is something which you don't use that much. These symbols were released, maps and weak maps are released, sets and weak sets are released, but all of them didn't become that much popular in ES6, and nobody uses it that much. Okay, and the symbols were actually, but symbols are actually a primitive data type in ES6. Primitive data type means data types like string, numbers, boolean, null, and undefined. Those are primitive data types. Object and arrays are non-primitive data types in JavaScript. Okay, so that is there. So symbol is a unique and immutable data type. Two symbols can never have the same. They can never be the same, even they are declared as the same. So that is a symbol. So let us understand it. So this is like that. SYMBOL symbol one equal to SYMBOL symbol like this, and I have this like this symbol two. See, nothing seems to be different here. Only the thing I have done. So if I do a console.log of symbol one equal to symbol two, give me false. So this is there, and we can also put some value inside the constructor and the symbol, which helps in identifying it. So let us do that, and here I'll have a let symbol symbol one equal to symbol and symbol id one. So like this we can do, and console.log type of, okay, symbol one, will it run? Okay, I have used the same thing twice. So okay, type of symbol is also a symbol. Okay, so So that is a bit of a symbol, and there are not much use cases of it. So now the next thing is like the real ES6 questions are there, which is like what are template strings in ES6. So let's do that. And template strings are the new way to give strings in your ES6. Suppose we have something like let name equal to bond, and I will have the famous bond line in the. So we are first going to do it in the old way to give the give the string. So I want to use this name thing. So here the old way is like my name is. So my name is, I want to give bond. So I have to do a plus here, plus name, plus, and I have to do James, plus again name. My name is Bond, James Bond. So I'll do this thing. Then I'll do a console.log of bond line. I'll do bond line. So let us see whether it is coming or not. Let it run it. So it okay, it is showing the old thing. Okay, so it will show this bond line. Bond line is showing correctly that name is coming, but there is some no space here. Because when you do something like this, you forgot to put that space. You have to put the space here. You have to remember to put this space, or else this kind of issue will come. So you have to put space at the correct place. You have to remember to do these things. Okay, there is nothing harm in it, but you have to remember. Okay, you have to remember where to put the space and all this thing. So the new way to do in ES6 is through template string. Template string is like a string we take in a different way. That the thing is the backtick. Backtick is the below the escape. There is a backtick is there, so we can do it with that. Okay, so I'll have a let bond line ES6 equal to template string starts with like this. So my name is dollar name and dollar name comma James dollar name. So here I'm writing like English sentence. So I know means I don't have uses plus main thing is that whenever some variable is there, I have to use a dollar and curly bracket, and then it will come. So I will have a console.log of bond line ES6. I'll have this thing like this, and then clear it and run it, and it will show this thing. This is shown correctly. So this is there, and now we will learn. Okay. So what are default parameters? What are default parameters in ES6? So default parameters are something like in ES6. What happens? Suppose I have a let add nums or compare nums like this, and I have num1 comma num2. So I am using an arrow function here, and then console.log of num2 return num1 equal to num2. So I'm just comparing them. I'm just comparing two numbers, and I'm also console logging them. Okay. So now if I do a console.log of and compare nums, and I'll pass here 10 comma 10 comma 10. Let me is here, clear it, run it. So 10 comma 10 is coming and true is coming. So if I pass it a 20, so it will give me 10 comma 20 and 20 it will do. But in JavaScript, what happens, JavaScript is a loosely typed language. So it is like that I can also pass only one thing, just one thing I'm passing, not two variable, not two parameters, only one parameter I'm passing. So I'm passing only one parameter. So what will happen, 10 will go there, but in the place of this num2, undefined will go. And in programming, this is not a good thing. Okay, this is not a good thing. So what happens with this default parameters, again in this num2 I'll pass something, maybe I'll pass a 20. I'll pass a 20 and I will clear it and run it. So now I'm not passing anything, so the 20 will get passed. But what will happen if I come here and 10 comma 10 I'll do, then it will override this thing. This second one, it will override this thing and it will happen like that. Okay, so that is there. And okay, so there were still a lot of questions to be completed, but as I thought this in 5 days I'm not able to complete it. Maybe we'll do a second round of it, this interview questions. Maybe after some time we'll do a second round of it, and then you can refer it, because still I was not able to cover complete ES6. React Redux I'm not able to cover, and some tricky questions were there that I was not able to cover, and object oriented JavaScript also I'm not able to cover. So maybe if we need, because I have a lot of interview questions, because as I've mentioned in the description, I've taken more than 1,000 interviews, and these are all based on my experience of taking or giving interviews. I've also given a lot of interviews when I was working as a developer, as a everything means, as a developer, architect, and all this. I've taken also a lot of interviews. I've given also a lot of interviews. So most of these things are based on that. So still, I can see a lot of other interview questions are remaining, which I will take soon, and some of the take-home interviews also questions also will discuss, because nowadays this take-home interviews are very common. A lot of students ask me, okay, sir, they've asked us to create an API endpoint and all those things. They have asked us, given us a small thing which you will not find anywhere in the internet, because every company have their separate, have their own set of these interview questions. So that they have their own set of examples also, which you will not find anywhere. That will be too unique. Okay, so those things are there, and everything we are going to see soon. Okay.